On this 50-point inspection from the Veil, I have this very hard can to read. This is white Ferrari. Hopefully that's popping up as I'm turning this. I had to kind of adjust the lighting just to get pieces of it to come through. It's kind of neat how it's just appearing. Some really hard can art to work to read, anyways. To work with the camera as well. See, if I just had my lights the way I normally do, it doesn't really pop up much at all. So, yes, but the Veil, they are out of Virginia, I believe, Richmond, Virginia. White Ferrari, pretty excited about this one because when we did start getting the Veil, I don't know, a little over a year ago and whatnot in New Hampshire, we were getting like the Master Shredder and stuff like that. I hadn't really seen any of the car series, I'll call them. So this one finally dropped, and I also heard that we're only going to be getting one drop a year now in New Hampshire from the Veil. So, yeah, here we go. This is a double IPA. Comes in at 8%. They call it a hazy IPA, hazy double, anyways. 8% ABV, and this is brewed with Citra and Galaxy hops. So, let's go ahead and give this one a pour and start this inspection. That looks pretty dark. It does. This has a kind of frothy white head. The color of the beer itself is like a burnt orange. It is hazy. It actually almost matches my walls, so good color match. Let's go ahead and give some aromas here. Let's get some aromas anyways from afar if I can. Yeah, there's some type of it's like over-ripened fruit smell. Not really able to pick out what it is. I'd say it's one of those what I would call a meaty type fruit. It's maybe like a mango or papaya. Let's get in closer. Okay, yeah. So there's a sweetness that pops up the closer I get. So malt presence. Some sweetness from that. Sweet bread. I would say mango, pineapple-esque. Maybe a little bit of a citrus pizzazz in there, but that's pretty it. It's kind of a standard, subpar kind of aroma. Let's dive on in. Our first swig. Cheers. All right. Getting a little bit of like a biscuity malt presence. So like bread crust, biscuit. It's nice that there is a bit of a malt presence. It does make it, I think, stand out from like the aromas. So it's kind of the basic like mango, pineapple. So that's nice. Yeah, it's got a bit of a pineapple note to it. There is I'd say this one's like moderately bitter, but the bitterness that is there, it's pretty pithy. Bit rindy. I'd say like maybe pushing grapefruit. Underneath all that, there is kind of a slight melon type note. And then, it's like this kind of like kumquat, grapefruit, pith and rind type thing going on for the bitterness. That bitterness, it lingers on. It's actually starting to climb a bit. I might have to put this one up more towards like a moderate to high bitterness level. It's taken off like a white Ferrari. So I am ready to go ahead and give this one a score. Okay, I am back with my score, but first let's go to Untapped. So it says, White Ferrari is a beer that has been a long time in the making. We've been experimenting with different malt and hop combinations through our recipes, trying to find what we believe is the best of both worlds rolled into one double IPA. Clocking in at 8%, this luxuriously soft DIPA is hopped intensely with 50/50 Citra and Galaxy and a ton of it. We use the freshest crop available of each hop to give this double IPA the most expressive hop character possible. And I will say, as far as price-wise, not bad. It was $20 for a 4-pack, $19.99. So, price-wise, not bad. Out of 17,934 ratings, this beer averages out at a 4.34 on Untapped, which on my scale would put this as a very good beer. The way that I'm drinking it, is drinking for me, whatever, how I'm feeling it, is I gave it a 6 out of 6 for the appearance. On the aromas, I was at a 7.5 out of 10. For the flavor score, like I said, I did like that malt, and they did mention that in the when they talked about the building of the beer and how they actually were trying to get some difference with the malt and stuff, and it did show. So I did like the malt. Didn't quite care for the way the hops are coming off. Just kind of unbalanced things. Too bitter. I feel not enough actual hop flavor per se. I was at a 13 out of 19 for the flavors. On the body, I was at a 5 out of 5. I didn't even really mention the body. It's like a medium body, semi-soft mouthfeel, kind of a medium low side. A little bit of grain action there too on that sip. I noticed that sometimes. Maybe as the beer warms up or whatever. Body, I was at a 5 out of 5, and for my overall, I was at a 7 out of 10 for this one. It's kind of a little disappointed from what I've heard, and obviously on the Untapped, they give it a higher score. A little bit of a letdown for me, I guess, but I had to try it because I had heard so many great things about the Ferraris and stuff from the Vale. So, anyways, the White Ferrari from the Vale is going to get a bumpy 38.5 out of 50, which would land this as a good beer. So, just want to say cheers, and thank you all for watching.